Goku and Zeno-sama had been having an abysmal fight, which caused even reality itself to be altered. So much power exposed, causing things that in millions of years never thought it would happen. All the gods and angels in ancient times were told about the story of 4 demons who had appeared millions of years ago and had made disasters in all the universes. They were unstoppable. No one, not even Zeno-sama, could stop them. They were extremely powerful, until one day the only person who had been able to do something against them was Zarama. He locked them up with the help of Daishin-kan and Zeno-sama, and so they remained locked up for millions and millions of years, until, because of this battle, the portal had begun to open again. At this time, Zeno-sama and Daishin-kan tried to prevent this from happening. Even Goku himself would have tried to prevent this portal from opening, but it was totally useless. The desire of those 4 demons to leave was much stronger than the power of any being at that moment. But what is happening, Daishin-kan? We could not close it. Apparently, the dimension could no longer contain all that power. It took the slightest contact with that place, and that all that was expelled. I see, Zeno-sama. That's why we couldn't close it. At that moment, the 4 supreme demons would come out of that place and immediately appear in front of Goku and the others. Damn, Goku! You see what you've caused by your stupidity? Only by your useless whim. Now you'll take care of this damn problem. What are you talking about, you bastard? If you hadn't opposed me, this never would have happened. Shut up, you damn Saiyan. You just put the existence of the universe at risk. Now you'll take care of it. At that moment, Daishin-kan and Zeno-sama would quickly leave the place, knowing that they could do absolutely nothing against those demons, leaving thus everything for the Saiyan, Goku. While this was happening, in another place, Vegeta was training with the Yardratans, because he wanted to take revenge on Goku for the humiliation he had given him some time ago. On that planet, the Yardratans created at the request of Vegeta a prototype equal to the time chamber that was on Earth, and Vegeta was training in that place, and surprisingly, even though he was in another dimension, he could feel that abysmal power. But what is that power? Where does it come from? Is it Kakarot? No, it can't be him. I feel 4 guys with an overwhelming power. What the heck is going on out there? Meanwhile, in the palace of Zeno-sama, Goku was in front of those 4 demons, and one of them said to him, Hey you, tell us who you are. Are you a friend of that insignificant dwarf of Zeno-sama? What are you doing in this place? Goku, angered by these words, would reply, I'm not friends with anyone, least of all with that damn Zeno-sama. I know who you are, and I know what you've done in the past, but we don't know you. How do you know it, mortal? As I would not know if the same Beerus had told me about you. I never believed him, but I see he wasn't lying. And what are you supposed to do now, mortal? You will be the first victim. I can't wait to kill you. So much time locked up in that place has made me want to do it like I never did before. That's right, Kimure, let's kill this idiot. And then we'll go for that dwarf Zeno-sama and that stupid Daishin-kan priest. But wait, they say they'll kill me. I don't think so. But this will be very interesting. Hey Kimure, take care of that guy. He already started to bother me. Whatever you say, Zumi. I see. So you'll be the first one to face me. This time I won't be confident. I must be very careful of these guys. They have devastating techniques, and if I don't stop them in time, I'll end up losing. Attack, mortal. I will let you strike first. I swear I will not protect myself in any way. But how stupid you are. You'll regret this. Well, fine. As you say. At that moment, Goku, with all his power, would throw himself against the demon, and would give him millions of blows in just a few seconds. Each blow made by Goku was extremely powerful, and this would make that in a few seconds, the body of this demon would be completely finished. But what an idiot. You said I would regret this. How strange. I didn't think it would be so easy to do this. What a damn disappointment. Goku, seeing that these demons were not what he thought, he would retreat from the place. But however, at that moment, he would receive a strong kick in the back, which was made by this same demon. Goku would fall to the ground after this great blow, and would turn around, realizing that the Kimure demon was in perfect condition, and that his wounds had disappeared completely. This does not end here, Saiyan. Now it's my turn. The Kimure demon would throw himself against Goku, but Goku again had given him millions of hits more. Goku would make sure to leave him again in a deplorable state. But every time Goku did it, this demon would appear as if nothing in just a few seconds. Goku's worst fear was starting to show, because the demon was really only stealing Goku's power. Every time he hit him, Goku tried to avoid any kind of technique, and the only thing he did was fall for a simple trick. Mortal, I think I've stolen enough power to kill you. I love to kill my opponents with their own power. It's so much fun. But what are you saying? What's going on? Suddenly Goku had stopped being in his perfect state, and had returned to his previous state. But what the hell? What happened? What did you do to me, you stupid bastard? Why did my power diminish so much? Listen well, Saiyan. Because of your stupidity, with each blow that you had given me, you've given me a small amount of your power. Each time that one of your fists touched my body, this would not have happened more if you had not given me millions of blows. In the end, those small amounts of stolen energy became something giant. That happens when you fail to understand your enemy. He deceives you very easily, making you believe that it's too easy. But he rarely goes beyond that. But what are you saying, damn you? You're a damn rat. You shouldn't have left that filthy place. I don't care what you say. I won't let you beat me that way. Die! Goku was still with a huge rage for what had been done to him, and this stupidity, he would continue beating the demon, so he would go down in power more and more. But what a waste! This mortal has too much power, and he was not able to know how to use it. What a disappointment. I guess it's time to kill him. Damn demon, you stole all my power. I swear you'll pay for it. The demon Zumi at that moment, from behind, would give Goku a blow in the head that would leave him unconscious. Well, Kimura, kill him already. At that moment, this demon would be about to kill him, but suddenly one of the other demons would appear and would say, "Wait! Don't kill him. Don't be an idiot." This demon would be surprised by the words of the other guy, and would answer him. But what are you saying? You just said not to kill this mortal. But what the hell are you talking about? Why wouldn't I kill this mortal if he clearly had all the intentions of killing me? Are you listening to yourself? Listen, it's not like that. You don't see. If you kill him, you'd be wasting someone with impressive powers, even superior to you. Well, before you stole part of his power. And why would I leave alive someone that could have been more powerful than me? Believe it or not, he can be of great use to us. We'll make him join us. It's that easy. If he doesn't, we'll kill him. In that state, he can't do anything to us. We'll just wait for him to wake up after that blow Zumi gave him. It's okay. I won't kill him because you're right. Maybe the Supreme Demon King will thank me a lot. What the hell is wrong with you? You can't talk about him in this multiverse. Someone might be listening. Remember that he told us only Zeno-sama knew about all that. I hadn't thought about it. I didn't know what happened to me. Well, it's time to go. We'll take that mortal with us. After this, some time would pass, and Goku had woken up in an unknown place for him. The key he perceived in that place felt totally different to what he was used to. But what is this place? How strange. The last thing I remember is that one of those damn demons hit me in the head. Goku would think this, but instantly the demons realized that he had woken up, and they would stand in front of him. Saiyan, I know you don't understand what you're doing in this place, but before you say anything, we could have killed you at that instant. But nevertheless, we decided not to end your life. And why didn't you kill me? Are you stupid? They made a big mistake. Goku, without hardly saying anything, had launched himself to attack one of the demons, but Zumi would stop him by grabbing his arm, and would tell him strongly, "Stop! You can't do anything! What happened to the other part of my power? I thought I'd get it back! What happened to me?" Well, I'm afraid, Saiyan, that you lost it. But there's only one way to get it back. The power that Kimura stole from you, you can't get it back unless he gives it back to you. And for now, I think he has no plans to do that. What bastards! They steal my power and now they plan to threaten me. Saiyan, you will not be able to continue with that arrogance. We already have something planned for you, and that is you can join us. Be a part of the Supreme Demonic Elite. You'd be of great help to us, and you'd be a fundamental part of it. And if I say no, then what will happen? They will let me go as if nothing? It's obvious that no. I think I already know what your point is. They'll kill me if I don't accept it. Well, that's fine. I'll have to join their stupid elite. That's the way I like it. You were very smart to accept, but I want you to be respectful towards us, because now you'll be part of it. But tell me, where are we? Well, Zumi, you better explain to this Saiyan. Listen, mortal, right now you're in another universe, specifically that of the demons. What are you saying? Another multiverse? But isn't there only supposed to be one? Well, that's what everyone thinks in your multiverse, except Zeno-sama, who had never told anyone about it, not even Daishinkan, who's been with him for millions and millions of years. He never wanted the truth to be known. The Supreme Demon King told us a long time ago, and did not confide in you, because only me and the other Supreme Demons know it. And why would you tell me? Someone like me, what sense would it make? You have to know everything to know why you are here. You're the only being from another multiverse that has come to enter this one. Well, things happened like this. Billions and billions of years ago, the creator god had two sons, whom he named Zarama and Shimuka. One was a demon and the other was different. At that time, there were 38 universes. This other demon was jealous with his brother, and both fought many years for the power of the universes, until one day his father got tired of this and decided to divide it in two, and Zarama would stay with 12 universes like his brother, so they were named multiverses. His father had put a barrier between the universes, which made it impossible for someone from one multiverse to pass to another, and so time passed. The creator god decided to cease to exist because he had already completed his work and was not thinking of doing anything more. So this would disappear, which caused that barrier was destroyed. And the Supreme Demon King sent us to attack this multiverse. But Zarama, with the help of Zeno-sama, locked us in a dimension. Later, Zarama managed to rebuild that barrier, and since then, he's never awakened. That's how two multiverses exist. Goku would be speechless when he heard all this, because he had no idea about that. Now I understand. And what do they plan to do? How do we enter this multiverse if there was supposed to be a barrier? It was the portal that created the Supreme Demon King. In fact, we must go to where he is to inform him of a new ally. I hope he thanks me. Do not make flowers to you. We were all idiots. At this moment, these would go to where the Supreme King of everything was to tell him. But really, Goku was thinking, as soon as I get my powers back, I'll kill these fuckers for ruining all my plans, and for stealing my power. Meanwhile, I'll have to pretend to be their ally. What a bummer. They would arrive at the Supreme Demon King, and all of them would prostrate themselves before him, except for Goku, who didn't seem to be afraid of this being, even though he knew who he was. The demons would be surprised to see that the Saiyan did not prostrate before this Supreme Demon King. Saiyan, prostrate yourself. Don't you know who you have in front of you? Of course I know. You told me many times. The Demon King would be surprised because he had not seen the demons for many millions of years, and now they appeared with a new subject. What a surprise, but they finally arrived. Tell me, who is this guy that you bring with you? He's a mortal that we found in the other universe. After we were able to free ourselves from the confinement that Zarama made us many years ago, we believed that he had a fight with Zeno-sama. Understand that we are talking about a mortal who faced the king of all that universe. Well, the thing is that Kamure again used the technique where he steals the powers of his enemies, and if he hadn't done it, maybe that Saiyan could have defeated him. Finally, we convinced him to join us. He wants to tell him his plans. What is wrong with you? I didn't give you permission at any time to bring someone from another universe, but now we'll have to accept it, and one of you will have to pay for doing so. Forgive the imprudence, King, but better tell him what your plan is. Well, listen, Saiyan. With your help, we can take the power of that multiverse that so many millennia and millennia I have wanted. You will have to go with them to take each universe, and finally, all of them are yours. If Zeno-sama and Daishin-kan are still alive, you must kill them. Unless, of course, they join us, which will never happen. Finally, I will have to face my brother, Zarama, but he is sleeping right now, and I don't think he'll wake up for a few millennia more. Meanwhile, Zeno-sama and Daishin-kan have stopped feeling Goku's ki, so they thought that those demons had killed him. But they knew that it had not been so because there were no demons in any of the universes. So Daishin-kan decided to ask the dragon Zarama where Goku was. But this would answer that unfortunately he could not reveal its location, because it revealed information that his creator Zarama had ordered never to say. This left Daishin-kan very intrigued, who could not explain where Goku could be. Zeno-sama had returned to his palace, but suddenly Goku would appear and tell them, "Damned, I will finish the work I started." In the universe of the demons, some time had passed since the Demon King had spoken with Goku. Goku had to become stronger, so he would tell the other supreme demons that somehow he had to train. In this universe, the time passed completely different, so Goku would not have used any kind of different place to train. Goku somehow had to recover his powers, but even though he tried to get them in different ways, he could not. And at that moment, Goku thought, I see, I'll never get the power I once had. Those darn demons took it away from me. But thanks to that, I'll become even stronger than I was before. I see that this place is totally different. and my training will be much more effective here. I will learn the base techniques of the demons, and while I pretend to be one of them, they will wish they had never trusted me. If they thought that stealing my powers would serve to ensure their safety, well, they're not right. I'll make them trust me so much that it won't even cross their minds that I'll betray them. At that moment, Goku would leave the place he was, because he had to learn to live with all the demons of that universe and be part of them. The Supreme Demons would tell the ordinary demons that the guy Goku was one of them, so no one had problems with this Saiyan. Goku would get to one of the demon universes, and there he would meet a guy who immediately knew that this Saiyan did not come from his universe, nor from any other. This guy noticed in Goku everything that he wanted to hide. So someone would approach Goku and tell him that he knew everything, that he was not part of them. Goku would be surprised because no other demon had ever realized that. For some reason, this demon seemed to know everything. Goku would say to him surprised, how come you know that? Who the heck told you? Hey listen, if you say a single word, I'll kill you, asshole. I'm not in the mood for stupid games. Tell me, do you want to die? Goku would say this with a very serious expression, and would take the guy's hand. But he did not come with the intentions that Goku thought, and he would say, hey, calm down. I didn't come to harm you. I only wanted to help you. I know absolutely everything. You came to this multiverse forced by those supreme demons, and now you pretend to be part of them because you really have no other option. You thought about getting stronger to revolt against them, but it won't be as easy as you think. Wait, you really know all that? But how is it possible? I don't even know you. It's just a unique technique I have, to know the past of any person. I never used to care, but I saw you were different. I just want to help you. I'm the only person that can help you defeat those supreme demons, and especially the Demon King. I have a lot to teach you. In fact, in some point in my life, I was his master. But he became stronger, and then he treated me like garbage, and just left me wandering as the simple demon in these universes, while he rules all the multiverse. That's why I want to help you kill him. And then you could take his place. No one will find out that you're not a demon. Goku and this demon would have a training, in which Goku would learn many new techniques, and his power had increased immeasurably, but he still did not recover the power he had before. But little by little he recovered more power. Goku would think, that demon can have my power, but he cannot take full advantage of it because he's not a Saiyan. My strength and power can only be used by me. But well, at some point that idiot will realize it was absolutely of no use to him. Goku would continue training with this demon, who would now become his master. Goku would learn forbidden techniques that only the Demon King knew. Goku, in a short time, would have recovered all of his power, and at that moment Goku had been called by the Demon King, because he would send him to finish his work, and to eliminate Daishin-Kan and Zeno-sama. Goku would go to his multiverse again through a portal, and what was shown before would happen. How did you not die? I knew it. Those demons didn't kill you. And where are they? Didn't they come with you? It's not necessary for them to come with me. I started this, and now I'll finish it. I hope that the time that I was not there, at least you've reflected a little. And you, Zeno-sama, who would say it, running away from the enemy, you left me alone against those demons. What a damned coward. That is why you both will die, and I'll enjoy it too much. But where were you, damn Saiyan? I didn't feel you anywhere. I can't explain it. At that moment, Daishin-Kan was totally confused, because he didn't understand how he stopped feeling the power of Goku in all the corners of the multiverse. The only one who had understood everything was Zeno-sama, because he was the only one who knew everything. I see, Goku. So they tried it with you. They convinced you, right? Those idiots tried it with me in the past and I didn't accept it. That's why the first and second multiverse war happened. In fact, I'd forgotten about you guys completely, but that stupid Demon King sent me to finish the job, and I must comply. Then in the future he plans to return to face his brother Zerama, but that guy he's talking about seems too powerful. I wouldn't want to wake him up. Anyway, right now I have to kill them. Zeno-sama would tell Goku, well, try it, you damn Saiyan. Goku at that moment would transform into his most powerful state, in which he had boosted his ancient strength in that state. Goku, without saying anything, in moments, would have already hit them both a few times, which would make them fall to the ground. But they would get up quickly and Zeno-sama would say, I see you're a little stronger than before, but I will not let you kill us. Goku and Zeno-sama had started a short fight, in which the advantage of the Saiyan was too clear, and this would leave Zeno-sama on the ground. Well, this is quicker than I thought. What a bummer. Goku would do one of his techniques to eliminate both of them, and he would throw it to kill them, but suddenly someone would appear and destroy it. Goku would be stunned to see who had stopped and destroyed his technique. But what are you doing here? Didn't you die when Beerus and I finished with the Earth?
I escaped from that place, Kakarot. Did you think I'd die so easily? Don't be stupid. How do you think the great Vegeta would disappear like that?
I see. I should have made sure to kill you at that moment. Seriously, you came to this place. You could escape from me before. Now you've come to be killed by me. Vegeta, are you an idiot? Well, you saved me the trouble of having to look for you at some point.
Kakarot, I think you're wrong. If I came here, it was to kill you, after the humiliation you gave me before. I couldn't stand it. It gave me too much anger. And I went to the planet of the Odradians and I trained in a time chamber similar to that of Earth. But this was much more improved. What you achieved in a millennium, I achieved in 200 years. If I've not died, it's because I also became immortal like you. And it's time for you to die, Kakarot.
And what makes you think you'll kill me, Vegeta? Do you really want to die? I told you before. You just became my main target. How lucky are these two? You came just to save them. How pitiful. You tried me, Vegeta. You know that with that insignificant transformation, you won't even tickle me. I'll eliminate all three of you with a single attack. You were already too much of a nuisance for me.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, Kakarot, that you won't be able to. If you thought this was my real transformation, well, you're wrong. I told you, in all that time in the chamber, I reached an overwhelming power.
I see, Vegeta. So you don't plan to give up. Then I'll finish you right away.
That's not all. I haven't shown you my true power yet. You will see it right now.
At that moment, the whole place would begin to tremble. The nearest stars had exploded, and this great power would be felt by all the universes. Even the angels would feel it. As Marcerita, who would be frightened to feel this enormous power, Vegeta had reached his final form, which Goku had at that moment. At that moment, Goku's expression changed completely. He would be stunned to see that Vegeta had also reached that transformation.
But how did you get it? It's impossible. I spent 1,000 years trying to get it. It can't be. Damn Vegeta. I really should have killed you on Earth.
Anyway, it's too late. It's okay, Vegeta. We will both use all our powers. And I really hope you don't disappoint me, Vegeta.
We're finished, Kakarot.
Goku would increase all his power, and then both would start an abysmal battle. Their movements were so fast that not even Daishinkan or Zeno-sama were able to perceive any movement. They were moving at an unimaginable speed. Surprising, Vegeta, you follow my pace. This is fascinating, but you're lacking.
Don't be obnoxious, Kakarot. I have yet something to demonstrate.
Vegeta would increase his power to the maximum, and both would continue to have an indispensable battle. Vegeta would use one of his techniques that the Yardradians had taught him, and he would multiply by 3, leaving Goku a little confused. This technique was special, because even though two were an illusion, each hit that each one would made, it was as if Vegeta himself was doing it, but without any loss of power.
What? How did he do it? I feel each of the blows which are connected with all of his power. What the heck is he doing?
I must know which one of them is him, and connect an accurate hit to the real one. Goku was receiving more and more hits, and he was not able to withstand it, as if 3 people with the same power were hitting him.
What's the matter, Kakarot? You're cornered. You can't do anything.
These 3 would make a very powerful final flash, which would be thrown to Goku, and these would hit the Saiyan directly, filling the whole place with dust.
Seriously, it was so easy to annihilate that trash. I don't believe it. That insect would die so easily.
From the smoke, Goku would come out and tell Vegeta, "That's all? That's what you learned? Too bad those Yardradians didn't teach you the techniques they should have taught you. What a pity."
I knew it. You wouldn't die with that technique. Well then, get this.
Vegeta would begin to make his most powerful attack at that moment, which he had created in the Room of Time. This power disintegrated absolutely everything he touched, and Vegeta had named it Spiritual Destroyer. Vegeta would create this power, and then throw it at the Saiyan. Goku had no way to dodge it, so he would receive it fully. This would impact with Goku at that moment, but this time it would have been different, because he would have been hurt all over his body. I almost didn't survive. I trusted that technique too much. I would have died if I hadn't protected myself in time. But even so, it left me very injured. Fascinating, Vegeta. You managed to hurt me, but I regret to tell you that you are not strong enough to defeat me. I tested your strength and you've become very powerful, but you're not up to defeat me. From the beginning, I've noticed you're not even able to master that transformation. You didn't take the time to know it and try to master it. Maybe that was your mistake, but I'm sorry to tell you, they won't have another chance. It's time for you to die, Vegeta.
But what are you saying, Kakarot? Stop lying. You're not stronger than me.
Vegeta, angry at Goku's words, would throw himself against the Saiyan, but Goku would stop him without problems, and would tell him, "It's too late, Vegeta. You made a big mistake." Vegeta would lose his transformation at that moment because he couldn't master it, and he would fall to the ground.
No, it can't be. Not again. I trained too much for this to happen. I'm a complete fool.
Vegeta, now it's time to annihilate them all. They were waiting too long, but finally the time has come. I'll do my most powerful technique. Goku would do one of his most powerful techniques, which was similar to the Hakai, but just before killing them, Goku had started to slowly disappear from that place. Goku would be surprised and think, "No way, my time in this place is up. I won't be able to eliminate them." Goku was about to disappear, but before he would say, "I swear I'll come back, and this time I won't make so many detours." Goku at that moment would appear in the universe of demons, and he was extremely angry for not being able to kill them on time. Those bastards were saved. I was about to eliminate them. They're too lucky. Next time I'll do it the right way. The Demon King would ask the Saiyan if he had completed his job, to which Goku would lie and tell them he had already taken care of it. Well, I don't know what the king would do if he sees that you didn't fulfill his order. Saiyan, you've earned all my trust in recent times. That's why I want you to meet a person. She'll train you and make you become much stronger. Goku at that moment would think, but how stupid. He's already trusting me, and that's excellent. Let him keep doing it, because later when I have enough power, I'll also kill him. The Demon King was wrong to underestimate the Saiyan, because at that moment he did not think that he could overcome him. So without any problem, he would introduce someone to Goku so that he could train him. At that moment, a woman would arrive saying, "Hello, father. So this is the man you want me to train. He seems to be someone interesting. It will be fun." "Wait, she's your daughter. She'll be the one to train me. Are you sure this is the one?" "Saiyan, are you doubting my daughter?" No, sir. It's not like that." In that place there was one of the Supreme Demons, and he would be surprised, because he would see that the king had already gained so much confidence in that Saiyan. This would bother him, and he would tell the Demon King, "How is it possible that I trust this guy and now he puts him to train with the powerful Nin? The hell is wrong with him? Remember that he's already part of us, so you must trust him. And besides, he will soon obtain the Demon Mark." "Wait, what? What Demon Mark are you talking about?" "Saiyan, that's something I cannot tell you yet. You will know soon. But first you must go train with my daughter." In another place, someone that everyone feared was about to wake up. In the multiverse of the demons, a new being had awakened. All the power that was being felt in the entire multiverse because of the fights of the Saiyans made him wake up and free himself from the seal that his father had put on him thousands of years ago. The son of the Demon King had awakened, and he had been sealed because he had rebelled against those of his race. He did not agree with many of the things of his father, and it is because he had a heart full of evil, and he wanted things to be much worse. He had unleashed a war in all the universes, having lost many lives, but his father stopped him and decided to seal him forever. But now he woke up, and thanks to all of Goku's fights, the seal was breaking more and more, and reached the point where the gap that divided him from the rest was too weak. Meanwhile, Goku and Nin were in one of their training sessions. A few months had passed and Goku had become stronger. During all this time of training, the chemistry between them was becoming more and more noticeable, as he was beginning to realize that he was starting to like Nin, the daughter of the Demon King. And in the same way, the Supreme Nin was beginning to feel attraction towards the Saiyan. Goku could not believe in his mind that he was starting to like someone from the race that he hates so much, the demon race. This thought was tormenting Goku, as he was trying to get Nin out of his head, but as much as he tried, it was intensifying more and more. Nin noticed that Goku was strange. She would ask him what was happening to him, because in the trainings he was starting to behave differently, and she did not understand him. Goku behaved in a cutting way, but this did not work. He realized that he really felt something for this demon, no matter how much it hurt. Time passed and both fell in love. The rumors that there was something between them spread throughout the universes, until they reached the ears of the Demon King. The other Supreme Demons were very angry to see that the Demon King did nothing to prevent this, and this was really what the Demon King wanted from the beginning. He knew this would happen. His plan was always to make them both fall in love and have a son, which would be someone with a totally unknown power, and would be very powerful. This was very beneficial to the king, so he allowed it without problems. But at that moment, the Demon King realized that a new power that he already knew had appeared again after millennia. He would realize that it was his son, Callus, and he would be surprised because he had been released from his Great Seal. The Demon King could perfectly defeat him again, but at that moment, he decided to test Goku. It was time to know if he was really worthy to be with his daughter, so he let his son do whatever he wanted and let Goku take care of him. The Demon King thought, if this Saiyan is defeated by my son Callus, he's not worthy of Nin, and I will kill him. Otherwise, he is more than perfect. What should I think? My son was released in a good moment. I will have to seal him again if the Saiyan does not manage to defeat him. Meanwhile, in another place, Goku and Nin were in their training, but suddenly a ball of energy would fall on that place, which made everything filled with smoke, surprising Goku and Nin.
But what happened? Who did it?
Moments later, the smoke dissipated, and Nin was speechless when she saw who it was. Goku did not understand who it was. He would ask Nin who that guy was, and why she was so surprised. Goku, he's my brother, Callus. My father locked him up, but somehow he's been released. How is it possible?
Nin, I will not allow it in any way.
What will you not allow, brother?
I will not allow you to be with this mortal. How dare you? He's not of your race. He's from another multiverse. You cannot be with him, sister. Why be with that mortal? Such weak beings are incapable of protecting themselves.
Goku would hear the words of this guy, and this would make him very angry, and he would say to the demon Callus,
"What did you say, you bastard? Are you underestimating me? You idiot!"
Goku, what are you doing? Don't do it, please!
Nin, I must do it. This guy won't leave you alone.
I see. So you want to fight?
Well then say goodbye, because I won't have any mercy on you, Saiyan.
Goku would increase his power and would tell him,
I hope you're ready, damn you.
Goku, without saying anything else, would pass at an extreme speed, and he would scratch the body of this demon, causing him too to be surprised by the Saiyan's speed. Interesting. You're not an ordinary mortal. I see that you're somewhat powerful, but not powerful enough. The demon would also increase his power enormously. Both would have a battle in which the particles and atoms around them simply disappeared, as they were under the pressure of all that power. This fight was felt by the whole multiverse, and the Demon King would say, Finally, the moment has arrived. I was waiting for this moment with eagerness. I only hope they don't make too many disasters. Both were still fighting, but this demon would perform one of his techniques against Goku. This would become imperceptible to Goku's eyes, and this would hit Goku again and again. But however, Goku not only depends on sight only to fight, so he could know where his enemy was. Feeling the vibrations and waves of the place, the Saiyan would hit the demon hard, so he would crash against several planets.
Damn Saiyan, I see that you're strong.
You knew how to counter my technique. Congratulations, you're the first to do it. But this is just the beginning. Let me show you my true power. The Demon King Callus would begin to increase all his power, making the universe tremble. He had released all his power, so this, in moments, would be launched to attack the Saiyan, and he would be winning. Demon, you're very strong, but that does not mean you will win. I see with all your power, you're totally superior to me. The truth, I expected it. You're the son of the Demon King. Goku, what are you doing? You already seen that he's superior to you. Don't keep going. My brother will kill you. We haven't had enough training yet for you to have mastered your powers.
I still don't care. I must kill this idiot at any cost. Kaioken times 10!
Goku with this power would appear in front of this demon, hitting him with strong blows, which would leave this demon confused. But he would say, if you use this technique, I will also use mine.
Supreme power, activate yourself.
Both had become serious and would give their full potential. The brother of Nin had shown his true power, and Goku was using his classic technique of Kaioken. This guy had shown all his power, so even with this technique, Goku was not able to beat him. The Demon King, who was watching the fight, he was very disappointed to see that Goku was being humiliated by his son. This in itself was already beginning to annoy the king, as he believed that the Saiyan would be strong enough. But he was really disappointed by this. One of the supreme demons who were watching him next to the king told him, Sir, if you want, I could go and kill him myself for you, and I will also eliminate that Saiyan. I told you that he would never be able to defeat your son. You should have known that. Calm down. The fight's not over yet. Meanwhile, in the place, the demon was humiliating the Saiyan. Even if he was using the Kaioken, it wasn't enough. The demon had been locked up for a long time, and had returned with an immeasurable power. Goku would tell him, "I knew you were someone strong when I saw you, but I didn't know you had all that damn power in you. Anyway, I swear I'll beat you even if you surpass me. No matter how strong an opponent is, the will that you have inside is what will make you beat him." "I see, mortal. Now I want to see if you will carry on with your stupid will after that." At that moment, the demon would grab Goku by the head and would drag him along the ground. At the same time, Goku would lose his transformation completely, and he would be lying on the ground in his base state. Goku was stunned, as this had not happened to him with any opponent in a very long time. Goku always seemed to have the advantage over others, but not this time. It wasn't the same. He met the wrong opponent at the wrong time. Nin would see the deplorable state Goku was in, and she would say, "It can't be, brother. What have you done to this Saiyan? You're a beast. Now I'll have to do what I never thought of doing."
Nin, don't do it, please.
Nin would ignore the words of Goku and would say to Colas, "I will not let you kill him. I'll use my power against someone. I never did this in all my life because I didn't think it would be necessary at some point, but now the circumstances have forced me."
Sister, are you really serious? Are you planning to confront me and just to protect that Saiyan? What the hell's wrong with you, sister? Don't you see? This mortal doesn't belong to our demonic race.
"I don't care what you say, brother, with your ignorant thoughts. I really love him, and I don't care that he's not a demon like me."
"So you say you will fight?"
"I don't think you should even ask that question, you idiot." The Demon King continued to watch the fight, and he was speechless when he saw what his daughter was about to do. He was afraid of what his son would do to his younger sister Nin, but he wouldn't do anything, because he still felt that the fight of the Saiyan was not over. Meanwhile, Colas realized that his sister really planned to face him, so he would prepare to fight against her. Nin would increase her power and both would start a great battle. Nin was starting to struggle the first few minutes, because she never fought in her life. But little by little, her movements were getting better and better. The ordinary demons of that universe would realize that two of the most important figures of their universes were having a fight. This was very surprising for them, so they would be perplexed. They were destroying absolutely everything around them. This fight was creating huge waves that made the planets and stars to be expelled from their orbit. They were creating disorders in the universes, but nothing could be done. This did not really matter to the king. He only wanted to see the fight of the Saiyan who had fainted. Colas would say to his sister Nin, "I see that you're very powerful, but you know that you won't be able to beat me either. Don't keep doing it. I don't want to kill you, sister." At that moment, Goku would wake up and see that Nin was fighting against the demon Colas. This would make Goku angry and he would say, "No, this can't be. At what moment this guy left me like this? I can't allow to be humiliated this way. I will not allow it. I must do it now. Even though I've not mastered it, it must come out now. That guy will kill us if I don't." At that moment, Goku would stand up from the ground, and the Colas demon would turn around and see that the Saiyan was still alive. "But how are you still alive? Don't you get tired? You know you can't do anything. You already tried me, mortal. Now we'll make sure to kill you. Your mistake was to come to this multiverse." Goku would just look at him without answering him. Nin looked at him and knew immediately what he was going to do, and she would scream at the Saiyan, "No, Goku, don't do it! You haven't mastered it yet! I told you it was too dangerous!" "Sorry, I must do it." At that moment, Goku's eyes turned white, and he began to release a new unknown power, a transformation that he had not mastered yet, but he took the risk. Goku would make the universe tremble with all that extraordinary power. The demon did not understand what was happening, but he would tell the Saiyan, "What have you done? Because I'm not able to measure your power. What's wrong? You're starting to bother me a lot, Saiyan." At that moment, Colas would attack directly to Goku, without warning. But Goku, with little effort, knew how to dodge his attacks. The demon was stunned to see this because minutes ago, with those same movements, he caused a lot of problems to the Saiyan. Goku at that moment would make a small wave of air, which would be enough to make the demon Colas back. But what the hell? Why is he so powerful? Goku, without saying anything, would start hitting this demon, repeating the same thing he had done with him. "I told you that I'd be the one to win this fight, you bastard. You should have stayed where you came from. Now I will end your life." The Demon King would see this and would be surprised, because he saw that the fight was finally in favor of the Saiyan. Goku ascended to a new state, and he was humiliating his opponent. But suddenly, Nin would say, "No, this can't be happening now." At that moment, Goku would lose his status not having mastered it, just when he would finish with this guy's life.
No, but what happened?
The demon Colas would laugh at this and would say to Goku,
But what happened, Saiyan? I think you're in trouble.
Nin would see this situation and would tell Goku, "You shouldn't have used it, I told you. Besides, you had enough time to kill him, but instead you preferred to play with him." Goku was now on the ground, because of the side effects of having used that transformation that he had not yet mastered.
How stupid I was. I had the opportunity and I wasted it away. What the hell is wrong with me? Why should I always be so trustful? I really knew that I wouldn't last long with that transformation, but just to humiliate him, I waited a little longer. Now I put everyone's life at risk because of my stupidity.
Goku would say this on the ground before he went into a state of paralysis, also because of the transformation. Nin saw that they could no longer do anything, and she had only one option left, but she didn't want to do it because it seemed very cowardly of her, and that would destroy her pride. In the end, even if she didn't want to, she had to do it, and that's what she did. The enemy would be about to launch their attack to kill them, but suddenly, Nin would grab Goku by the arm, and from one second to the next, she had disappeared along with Goku from the scene. Colas would be very angry by this act, and he would say,
"You're such a coward, sister. I swear I'll find them. I'll kill them instantly, you damn bastards."
Colas would say this while suddenly, he hears a voice that tells him,
"It seems to me that this will not happen. Refrain from that."
Colas would be speechless upon hearing this and would say,
"Ah, father, is that you?"
"That's right, son. I've come to finish what I didn't finish that day with you thousands of years ago. I think that Saiyan has already shown too much. No doubt, despite having lost, he showed superiority at some point. Although his confidence has cost him the fight. No doubt I was not wrong to choose him."
"Wait, you were watching the fight all this time, father?"
"Son, thing is, I didn't eliminate you because I thought you could change. But you're still exactly the same as you were before. You continue to oppose me, and I've already realized that I must eliminate you, son. You've been a total disappointment to the race of demons."
"But I'm your own son. You'll still kill me? Really?"
"I'm not joking with you, wretch. I've been bad with everyone for millennia. To have a son like you, everyone had asked me to kill you, but I didn't want to do it for the same reason that you're my son. But if I don't set an example, no one will. No one will be allowed to oppose the kingdom, otherwise he will be punished, even if he is my own son. So, father, do you want to fight? I warn you that my powers are not like before. They've increased too much since that day." Colas would try to hit his father, without warning, but his father dodged him easily, making the illusion that he had not even moved. "Son, that Saiyan put you in serious trouble. Are you really capable of thinking that you can fight your own father?" Colas at that moment wanted to attack his father with all his power, but he wasn't even able to touch him a little bit. At that moment, his father, with just blinking, made his son be shot from the place and crashed against several objects. Colas would return and use one of his most special techniques, but this one didn't even have any effect on his father. The Demon King would prepare an attack and would say to Colas, "Goodbye, son. I'm sorry about this."
"No, father, what are you doing? Don't do it!"
"This is the end of you." The Demon King would say at that time that he would launch the attack against his son and eliminate him instantly. It would be a while after this happened. Goku took days to wake up due to the trauma he had for using that transformation without having mastered it. After he almost died, and it was hard for Nin to revive him. He had woken up, and the first thing he saw was Nin. He'd be surprised and say,
"What is this place? Damn it, Colas, you must die!"
Goku would say angrily, but Nin would answer him, "Goku, my brother has already died. In his fight, you lost your transformation and entered a very strange state because of the side effects of having used that transformation."
"But what happened to that idiot, Colas? Didn't he kill us?"
"He couldn't do it because I escaped. I didn't want to do it, but unfortunately I had to. It was more important to save you. If you're wondering where Colas is, don't worry. I found out that my own father eliminated him."
He really did it.
At that moment, Goku would be in a state of confusion. From the beginning, his plan was to kill the Demon King, but he realized that this thought was changing little by little, more and more in his mind. This idea was moving more and more away from the Saiyan's thoughts. Some time passed, and Nin would tell Goku that his father was planning a union between them, a kind of marriage, but in the way demons do it, Goku, like Nin, was in love and would accept this request, so he would be informed to his father. These two at the time went to her father, and this united them through a ritual of blood. This made that Goku now also had the blood of demons, making him a demon, like Nin, so the Saiyan would be half demon and half mortal. Goku would gain new powers by becoming a demon. In the course of time, Goku and Nin had a son, to which they would name him Eren. This one would be born with an immeasurable power. His power was so much that it was even felt by all the universes. Finally, the desire of the Demon King was fulfilled. Even Nin was astonished to see the power of her son Eren. This one counted on a force only compared to that of her father. The Demon King would say, "It's perfect. He'll be my successor." I did not expect to be born with all that power. No demon had been born with all that power before. Eren, everyone will respect you in this universe. When you grow up, you'll be the person that protects the multiverse, and you'll be the one who will put things in order. The son of Goku and Nin was born with a great intelligence, even though he was just a baby. Some years passed and Eren had already grown up. His parents taught him everything he had to know. This had even surpassed the power of his father, but Goku, since his son was born, he had not trained at any time, being busy raising his son. Everyone in the multiverse already knew the child Eren, and all respected him. The Supreme Demons were angry with the Demon King for how he treated the child better than them. These demons became jealous of the child. They would plan to do something very bad with the child Eren. Meanwhile, Goku felt that his son had been taken care of for the necessary time, and that it was time for him to resume his training. And so it would be, Goku would start training with his son. And for the first time, Goku told Eren to attack him with all his power, so Eren would do it without a problem. This boy with a single blow sent his father away, making him crash against some rocks. This fact made Goku realize that his son was overcoming him, and that was because he was not training. "I'm sorry, son, but I can't allow you to be stronger than me. I'll train and I'll surpass you again." "We'll see about that, father." Goku and his son were training, but they did not expect what was about to happen. The Supreme Demons.
In the universe of the demons, something very bad was happening. And this was that a great part of the Supreme Demons detested something. And this was the Saiyan Goku. The birth of the son of Goku and Nin made them even more angry. They hated them for not being demons, although Goku had already done the ritual to be one of them when he married the demon Nin. They realized that Eren was a great danger to everyone, and they decided to talk to the Demon King about the situation. So all the Supreme Demons gathered in the kingdom of the Demon King, and he asked them what they were doing in that place. And one of the demons told him,
"King, how is it possible that you have allowed that Saiyan to have a son with the powerful Nin? Do you know what you have just done? That child was born with an immeasurable power and is a great danger to all of us, even you."
"This angers me. What did I tell you before? That this Saiyan is part of us, just like your son. How can you doubt someone who even has his own demon blood? I won't say it again. Whoever says or does something against them, I won't hesitate to kill him. Is that understood?"
"King, but it's that..."
"I said, is that understood?"
"Sorry, we understand."
At that time, some understood and accepted what the king said. But however, there were others who did not. And those who did not plan to obey the king, they made him see that they would. A few days passed after that, and these demons already knew what they were going to do, so that the Demon King did not realize this, and this was something not very difficult. The king sleeps in a period of time of the day, which usually varies, but that follows several similar patterns. According to their observations, they were able to deduce at what time the king would not be awake to avoid it, and that he would not feel what was going on. And even though the Demon King did not need sleep, he still did it out of boredom. And this is something they took advantage of in their own way. So the day came, and they went without warning to where Goku was. He happened to be sleeping at that moment too. And one of the demons would arrive at that place and see this. And at that moment he thought,
"I can't believe it. This idiot is resting. It's funny that it's right at this moment But now that I have him so helpless before me, I won't hesitate to kill him. I didn't think killing him would be so easy. It even makes me angry that it has to be like this. But I can't miss this great opportunity.
At that moment, he was about to give a deadly attack to the Saiyan. But before even touching him, the Saiyan turns quickly and takes his arm as an act of reflex.
What are you doing here, demon? Tell me, what were you planning to do? Incredible. The truth is, I was not surprised that you could repel my attack, even being in a state of fragility.
That's not what matters to me now. I asked you, what the heck are you doing here? You and those others.
Saiyan, isn't it obvious? You should have known by now. We have never agreed with you. We never wanted you to be here. We have always hated you, and you have clearly had to realize this hatred from us increased even more when your stupid son was born, who now poses a great danger to us all. We have had enough, and we have come to end your life, and that of your son.
At that moment, Eren, Goku's son, would arrive and he would ask his father what was happening. But the demons would be in charge of telling him everything. Goku was surprised to hear all this, because he never really believed that they were going to disobey the king.
Father, they want to fight, don't they? Saiyan, you can no longer do anything. This is your end, and although the king will not forgive me, I know I did it for a good reason. The king is totally crazy to trust you, Saiyan.
That's enough. Then let's make a deal. Let's do it this way. If one of you manages to defeat my son Eren, then I will make you a promise. If you win, then I promise that I will let you kill me. And I will not oppose, I will not resist. As for my son, if it turns out that he wins the fight, then he and I will stay, and you will never bother us again. This seemed like a good deal to these demons, who were not a bit worried, and this seemed to them to be a very easy thing to do. So, that's how it will be. Son, if things get difficult, don't hold back, as I know you do when you fight with me. This is a fight to the death, and not just a fight like you and I do. It's time for you to show your powers, and what you're capable of. I understand, Father. Then that's what I will do. The three demons wanted to fight against the boy, but it could only be one because they were bloodthirsty and liked to slaughter their victims. And if they did it all three together, it would not be so much fun. So after a moment, it was decided who would be the one to fight. And he would tell Eren,
"Today will be your end, boy."
The demon would start to laugh sadistically, imagining how he would torture this boy. And he would say,
"I can't wait anymore. This will be so much fun!"
Eren just looked him in the eyes and didn't say a word. At that moment, the demon would attack the boy Eren, who would do it too, and both were starting to have a big battle in the place that was going to be felt all over the universe. They were still fighting, but at one point Eren used a technique to confuse his enemy and make him imagine as if he wanted the battle to be over. At this moment is when Eren took advantage with a simple deception and illusion. Eren would give him a strong punch in the stomach that would make him fall to the ground at that moment.
But what is all this power? Since when was this kid so strong?
Eren would tell this demon,
"Get up! Are you going to let me finish you off so easily?"
The demon would get up from the ground, but he could not say another word, because at that moment, he would give him a strong punch in the stomach that would make him fall to the ground for the second time. The demons who were watching this were speechless for this. The demon could not get up from the ground even if he wanted to. Every hit he received from Eren, it was as if a part of his body was being ripped off. That's how this demon inside him described it. Eren was about to kill him, but one of the others said,
"Stop!
Don't kill that useless guy. We thought he would be enough, but I see he's a scumbag. In fact, I should have let you kill him. What happens now is that I am next, and things won't be so easy, boy."
Meanwhile, on the other side, an enemy of Goku had entered the demon universe. Eren had just finished the fight against one of the demons, who had certainly ended up humiliated by this boy. For that same reason, one of the demons said he would be next, but this one would not be as weak as the other one was. The demon who was on the ground would stand up again and tell Eren,
Listen, boy, we haven't finished yet. How stupid! What are you doing? Do you want to be killed? Can you still stand up? You surprise me. Honestly, I was disappointed in you. You were my first real opponent that I had faced, but you were a bit obnoxious in the fight. I wasn't thinking of killing you, but that's what I'll do if you continue with this, demon! I know how you rule yourselves and how you are. Not for nothing, the Demon King told me everything I should know about you demons. I know you are extremely proud, and it is because there certainly never existed any person who had been able to face you. But, nevertheless, the situation is totally different now. You are oppressed by a child like me, and that hurts you so much. Oh, I see. So the king told my son everything. But why did he hide it from me? How strange.
The demons had heard the words of the child Eren, and they began to sweat, because they knew inside that the child was right in some things he said. The reason why they were really scared? Because they feared that the Demon King had told Eren the secret of the demons.
No, it can't be. This child doesn't know it. For the first time, I feel hatred towards the Demon King. Anyway, Demon, if you want to live, don't continue with this fight. You are not strong enough. I pity you. This cursed child! What the hell is wrong with him, talking to me like that? I will not let him humiliate me this way. This is very risky, but I must do it. I must kill this child by any means. What he did to me is unforgivable.
The boy Eren noticed a strange attitude in the demon, and knew immediately what he was planning to do, and he would say, I know everything! I know what you are thinking right now. And tell me, are you really thinking of risking your life in this way? Just to kill me? But how? No, it can't be. How the hell does he know? I can't explain it. The king should never have told him. But why did he do it? That's right, demon. I know everything. The Demon King told me everything. He already knew that this would happen. What's more, he is now watching this fight. Everything was planned by him. Now, in these moments, you are a test for me. Test that the Demon King gave me. Apparently he knows you perfectly well, and he deduced that all this would happen. So he told me everything that I should know. No, it can't be. This is impossible. We planned it for a long time. It can't be that the king has been behind this all this time. He used us. He surely knew who would obey him and who wouldn't. I shouldn't be surprised. He is the Demon King. But now, I am very angry. We will kill that child at any cost. Demon, you still think you will risk using 5 hearts of the 6 to obtain a supreme power? Even if the Demon King doesn't want to do it, if one of the supreme demons gives him 5 of its 6 hearts, he must give him as a reward a part of his power. But this is very risky. If the user is not able to support so much power, he will die. Are you going to risk it all that way? Don't be stupid. That's right. And now I have more reasons to do it, damn child! I shouldn't risk him doing it. The possibility that he will succeed is very low, but there is still the possibility that he will succeed. I shouldn't risk him doing it. The possibility that he will succeed is very low, but there is still the possibility that he will succeed, and I shouldn't risk it that way. I know what I should do. I hope the king doesn't get angry. If I fail once, I won't have any more chances. I should place him where one of them is. If I make a mistake,
everything will be lost.
At that moment, Eren analyzed the demon for a few seconds to determine where in the body he could find one of the hearts of this demon. This was not easy to know, since these demons could move their hearts at will in different parts of his body, so it was proving somewhat difficult for Eren. At that moment, Eren was ready to do it. He had already located him, and in a second, without thinking about it, he threw himself against the demon. And in that instant, he would pierce the demon with one of his hands, but he failed. The demon who saw this would start laughing loudly at that moment. He would regenerate the hole he had in his body, and then he said,
Boy, you thought I was so stupid. I really imagined that you would try to destroy one of my hearts, so that I could not offer the other 5. That's why I put them in a place where it would be easy for you to find them. I waited for the right moment when you would move, and in that instant, I changed their position.
Ah! But you fooled me! Then die right now!
Eren would attack this demon to kill him with a deadly attack. But before he could do it, the other demons could distract the boy Eren for a few moments. And even though he tried, he could not avoid what had to happen. The demon gave his 5 hearts, and at that moment, when Eren could finally get rid of the others, it was too late. And the demon had already made the deal of the 5 hearts. At this moment, this demon was beginning to increase its power enormously. So much was the power that it was giving off, that it was even dragging Eren and the others far away. A great white light was emanating in the place. The other universes, of course, came to feel this. Even in the other multiverses, they were coming to feel this power. Everyone in the place was speechless. But Goku would say,
What is all this power? I had never felt it in my life. This is terrifying. It's my fault. I shouldn't have trusted so much in that way. I should have thought things through. I failed, even though the Demon King told me. I'm a complete idiot.
The Demon King just watched, and he would not say a single word. He had no choice but to accept the Supreme Demon's deal, because it could not be broken. In the universe of the demons, something had happened that absolutely nobody expected. And it was one of the Supreme Demons had made the deal of the 5 hearts. This one would obtain an extremely terrifying power, thanks to the fact that he possessed a part of the power of the Demon King. This great power made him be felt by all the multiverses. And this demon had reached his perfect form, since for some reason he could support that power. But at that moment, an enemy of Goku had arrived, which he forgot to eliminate, and it was Vegeta, who for some reason could discover the multiverse of the demons. And in this way, he could find his rival, Goku.
Vegeta, what the hell are you doing here? You've come at the worst time, idiot! I can't take care of you right now. My son is in big trouble. I see. How interesting, Kakarot. So you already have a son. How time has passed. How fast you forgot about Chi-Chi. But that doesn't really matter to me. I came here to kill you. A few years ago, I couldn't. But now I have trained too much, and I have reached an enormous power! Vegeta, you don't understand. You're not able to see what is happening. Look at that demon. He doesn't stop increasing his power. He's too powerful. Now, you will have to be my ally, Vegeta. I am sorry for ruining your plans. Hey, Kakarot, you say it because of that stupid demon? Don't worry, I will finish him quickly. And finally I can finish our fight here. And I will kill you.
At that moment, Vegeta would transform himself, and would throw himself quickly against the demon to kill him. Because this was bothering him too much. Because his presence was not allowing Vegeta to have his fight against the Saiyan. So this one would attack him. But as expected, this one would be expelled from the place, just by approaching him. And this Supreme Demon was still increasing his power.